have a band called Nation Beat, and we mix Brazil with New Orleans with a little hint of jazz. It's like Mardi Gras, carnival, party, uplifting music. It's a brass band. It's a lot of fun, and we're about to release a new album called Archaic Humans.
Oh, I love it. I'm trying to remember you. Oh, we met at an open house.
Met you guys at the open house last year.
How did you get to the open house? Like, were you just like, eh?
You're all over the internet, man. You're the voting star, right?
No, seriously.
No, for real.
Like, that's what
I started researching, and yeah, I started researching. You guys seemed like you had a really strong community around voting, and that you were, you're always teaching. You're always like teaching people the safety and all the features of the vote. So for me, that was one of the big draws. Was I don't want to just like start voting. I want to like learn some of those fundamentals that I possibly lost along the way, all the rusty stuff, and you're all about it,
So that was the hook. And then we met you at the open house, and you did Boat US training with us first, right? Or the module training with us.
I did, yes, I did 3 on water.
Yeah.
I did the on water training with you guys after I got my boat safety certificate. I did all the training on water courses with you guys.
And then rentals.
And then we did a bunch of rentals last year.
And that fit.
And we loved it last year. We were out at Lake Hopatcong last year. We did 5 rentals. And this year we decided to join the club full time.
Let's plug a little bit of what you do.
Okay.
Not necessarily the work stuff, but like the side stuff. Because music is your thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's even your thing at work, kind of, right?
I mean,
you do video production for.
I've morphed from being a music instructor, music professor at the university, to a full-time video. I manage our video production at the school. But my career is I've been a drummer and a percussionist and a band leader my whole life. I have a band called Nation Beat, and we mix Brazil with New Orleans with a little hint of jazz. It's like Mardi Gras, carnival, party, uplifting music. It's a brass band. It's a lot of fun, and we're about to release a new album called Archaic Humans.
Oh, I love it. Why Archaic Humans, by the way?
Why Archaic Humans? Well, the part of the concept is that all of us, all human beings, carry the DNA of Neanderthals.
Yeah.
Right? We're all living in the present, but we're carrying the past with us as we look to the future. And that's what our music is. Our music carries the past traditions of our ancestors, our musical ancestors, and we make this music and we bring it to the present while we think about what it would be in the future. So
sounds like a nature nurture thing.
Yeah, it's we carry the past with us.
Yeah, no, we're the influence of 1,000 things that have happened before.
Exactly, right? and that's what Nation Beats music is. It's an influence of the past in the present. Okay. It's online. We're on Spotify, iTunes. It's everywhere.
I also know you do a bunch of training online too, don't you? Like
yeah.
This is another.
I built an online drum school. Yeah, training program specifically for Brazilian rhythms and Brazilian instruments, and eventually it'll branch out.
And why'd you start there?
I started there because that was the Brazilian music is what I got really deep into. When I got out of music school in college, I studied jazz in New York City, and I got really, really inspired by Brazilian music. So right after I graduated, I packed my bags and moved to Brazil, and I lived there for a year. And I met my wife of 21 years ago. And I lived there for a year. I lived with my mentors and studied the music and the culture.
Is what you love.
Yeah, that was my passion. That was my passion project. So when I came back from Brazil, I noticed that there were a lot of similarities with Brazilian culture and music, with music from New Orleans and Lafayette and the southern United States where I grew up, like Cajun music, Zydeco music, bluegrass. So that's why I formed Nation Beat, was to bring those influences. And I thought to myself, well, this music here in the United States and music in Brazil is so similar. Why can't I just do this and put it together and find that middle ground where that music fits? And that's what I've been doing with Nation Beat for the past 20 years.
And I'm guessing there's not a lot of folks that do education or training in that realm.
That's why I started doing it.
Yeah.
I had to educate people to what I was doing so that they understood what they were hearing, and they would, and it would spread and spread and spread. So it went from, yeah, exactly. So I went from having like 2 students to having thousands of students around the country.
And you can't get to all those students when you live
And
in
I can't get to them.
upstate New Jersey.
Exactly. So I built a platform to reach my students.
That is pretty cool.
Worldwide.
Yeah,
really,
no, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Where's the most interesting place you have, or do you know where your most interesting interesting location a student comes from, like that you would never believe?
Oh, there was one there's one in Korea, South Korea. I was like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
That's like, that's pretty far away. I get messages from people all around the world. There's I've got somebody in there from Germany. There's people from South America have taken the course. So it's kind of like all over the place.
That is a pretty cool influence.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And this summer, of course, you got a tour going on?
Yeah, we're releasing a new album this summer. We'll be at Jersey City Jazz Fest. We're going to be at Maplewood Stock, Ottawa Jazz Fest. We're kind of touring on and off. We're performing in Brazil as well, which is going to be fun.
That's pretty awesome. So New Jersey, we got a couple places we can post
a couple places. Yep, Maplewood
Reach out
Stock.
to our guests and tell them you're going to be there.
Please, yes.
Nice. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Bridge Marina representing.
Exactly.
At Maplewood
And
Stock.
if you ever want to have like a party on a boat, and you need live entertainment,
you'd even do that, huh? Look at you. That's pretty cool. I love it. Good story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks for doing what you do.
I like it. That's